Hi everyone, welcome to this evening's stream. I am Nathan from Mighty Lancer Games, and this evening I'm going to be painting this Giant Cobra from Reaper Miniatures. This is a Bones Mini 77321. Got him blue tacked onto the top of my painting handle here. So I've undercoated him with black primer. I've just used some stone grey to block in the rock that he's sat on. And I've left these two bits here, they're like urns, so I'm going to paint those in gold. And I've got a little reference photo here, so his body is going to be black with a bone coloured pattern down the underside and a bit of striping on him, and then we're going to do a little bit of dry brushing and highlight him up. So quite a simple paint job this evening. This is a mini from the most recent Reaper Bones subscription box that we do. Hi everyone in chat. Hi Tony. Hi Sharon. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're having a great day. Following a picture, which I don't normally do. I just normally make it up, but decided that I wanted to try and do this thing a little bit more realistic. So I'm following a picture from Wikipedia of a king cobra, and it's in like a black kind of colour. The body of the snake. It's a real picture. So it's a body of a snake, it's black, and then he's got this kind of like bony, fleshy colour underneath with some banding around it. Which I guess probably wants to go down to about there. And then the banding starts from there. So just using some Reaper Tusk Ivory for this. It's going to take a couple of coats to go over the black, but seeing as the main body of the thing is black, I undercoat it in black. Hydrate! Thanks, Pete. Hi, Moxie. Hi, Pete. Hi, V Manaqua. Sorry, missed you because my chat had scrolled up. Okay, so this is a Giant Cobra 77321 from Reaper Miniatures, one of the Bones minis. He's been produced in the newer grey Bones material. This guy features in our latest sub-box for October, which if you haven't received already, you should be receiving very soon if you are a subscriber. And fairly certain that I have painted one of these before, but I could not be sure, and I thought I'm going to paint another one. Excellent. Tony has redeemed Hat Me. I will just do this brush load of paint over here, and then I will find a hat from the box down here. Can everyone hear me all right? Volume turned up okay today. Let's just wash that out before we start messing about with hats. What hat shall we go for? This one. Mrs. MLG's Halloween hat from 2 years ago. Stuck. What's everybody been up to today then? Have you had a nice and exciting day? My day has been fairly relaxed today. Well, I say fairly relaxed. It's been busy. I've had loads to do. We're seem to be in post summer holidays, holiday period for staff and what have you. So it's been things have been a little hectic. We were at a show on Sunday, and that was really cool. Got to speak to some people. The first show that we've been to for almost 2 years. Love the first day of the month. That's lots of new projects to start. Lots of fresh things. Tony says he's been helping his dad-in-law to fit Kathy's new kitchen. Awesome. Yeah, we're definitely done a couple of kitchens. We've recently done a kitchen section at the shop, so our staff can make themselves proper lunch, which is pretty cool. Sharon says that she always feels more creative at the start of the month. Right, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Right, so that section there wants to be all kind of bony coloured round to the band there. So I'll give him a whole section here.
So you've undercoated in black, is that right?
Yeah.
And then what's your actual game plan? Because we can't see your picture. What's it look like?
It looks like...
We'd have to show us a picture.
Alright. Okay, so the snake is black, and then it's got this kind of fleshy colour underneath with these little darts in at either side, and then a whole other fleshy coloured section like I'm just painting here, and then it goes off in stripes down the rest of its body. And I haven't got a picture of the back of the head, but I have seen some other pictures where the edges of this pattern relate to different patterns on the back. So I'm going to go for kind of like a diamond pattern in the middle here on the top, with a little bit of edging in around the outside, and banded stripes down its full length of its body. So hopefully should look quite interesting by the time we've finished. So the black stripes are thinner than the bony coloured stripes, but then these plates on its tummy area get fatter as its body builds in the middle. I'm practicing on this guy, try and get the scales right, because then I've got this greater Medusa figure from the recent Kickstarter, which I've been looking forward to painting, and she's got some really fine scales and stuff on her. I'm gonna paint her at some point this month.
And I was going to paint the Dwarf Baker from the Bones line, but then I remembered, I know it's only the first, so what age is yet for the RCR? I remembered that my trio is the Witch Doctor, Sister Hazel, so I am going to do her first so that my commitments for the month are out of the way, and then if anything goes wrong and I can't do anything else, then commitments are completed. So just dug her out the cupboard. I've got a sneaking suspicion I've never washed it, and I really should. But I might just give it a go and see what happens anyway. Yeah, the Dwarf Baker's cool, isn't it? And Nathan has the sausage maker.
Yeah, with his missing fingers.
I liked the baker better. There's lots of character in there. This pie looks pretty cool as well. I don't know what it's got in it, but he looks very proud of the pie. I'm not quite sure that sticking the rolling pin behind your head and getting all your hair in it is the best way for a baker, but you know, we can't be complaining too much. Pete would like you to put a wig on, Pete the Hydrator would also like you to say his name.
Pete the Hydrator. Pete the Hydrator. Pete the Hydrator. Pete the Hydrator.
The Hydrator. Like the sound effects. I added sound effects.
Yeah, I like it.
How are we doing anyway, Pete? How is the world treating you? Yeah, you have to get a wig on. Get a wig on. Wiggy, wiggy, wig. And you can see our house today because after the Halloween fun day, which everybody that came seemed to really enjoy, we left the stand because we had a photo backdrop with like a moon and stuff, and we had to use our stand to hold it up, and we left it at the shop, and that's the stand that holds our bit of black material up that normally hides the house. So that's our house. That red thing there is the microphone that Mr. uses. So yeah, exciting. Look how boring our house is. But there was some fireworks earlier, so you never know. You might see some flashes of colour going across. I don't particularly like fireworks myself, but I know lots of other people do. Tony says, I might green stuff a thumb sticking out of the pie. Yeah, all 4 and 20 blackbirds. Oh no, if we don't want to be like cooking people.
Sharon says, show us Gizmo.
He's currently fast asleep in a cardboard box. He has got a proper bed, but he's fast asleep in a cardboard box by my feet. But if he does wake up, I will share. I should imagine he'll probably be awake tomorrow's stream because it's earlier, isn't it? But currently he has worn himself out destroying said cardboard box and is now asleep in the cardboard box. Beeman Aqua says, ask us a question. Beeman Aqua says, can you... right, don't look at the screen. This is my question, not Beeman Aqua's. Don't look at the screen, but can you guess what Beeman Aqua's question might be? And then there was silence.
Was it, can you name the snake?
No, but I mean, that's a good one. What else could it be?
I don't know.
What is the backstory of the viper you're painting? And while you're thinking of that, Tony says, we're waiting for Gizmo to photobomb the stream. Yeah, I think you might hear him. And he's not that big yet, yeah. Yeah, but he is... and he's not snoring, Tony. I haven't got a dragon. Not yet, anyway. Not yet.
No.
He's got some sharp claws, though. Very sharp claws. I am covered in cuts.
He did a little bit of whimpering this morning, running in his sleep.
Yes, he does make noises when he dreams. But yes, currently fast asleep in his bed. Well, in a cardboard box. He looks very uncomfortable in this cardboard box, but he must be okay. Because his toys are in there and everything, he's just laid on top of everything. It's obviously extremely hard life running around in a house.
Yeah.
He hasn't had his vaccinations yet, so he can't go walk yet.
Not long now.
But don't worry, it will be on stream at some point, I am sure. So,
what's the backstory?
So what's your backstory to that Giant Cobra by Reaper Miniatures?
So I reckon that a mad wizard decided that he was going to have a go at enlarging animals, and this was one of his experiments. He enlarged this huge cobra, and it escaped because it was so vicious, and now it just rolls around the wasteland surrounding his tower, terrorizing heroes.
So everybody else in chat, can anybody else think of a backstory? I think looking at it, what I would say is the backstory for this Giant Cobra is that while they were filming the film Beetlejuice, they all knew not to say his name 3 times in an actual row. So they made it in the film look like they were going to say it 3 times in a row, but it was actually cut together. But somebody didn't get the memo, and they said his name 3 times and produced this Giant Cobra who ate various members of the crew before they could get him back to the underworld.
I like it.
Yeah, it's because he's black and white. And Pete the hydrator, Pete says, you've all got to hydrate. What have you actually got today? Oh, you've got water. I mean, it's in a Foster's glass. That's typical English household, that isn't it? We've got pub glasses. Every English household has a pub glass. To be fair, we didn't steal these from a pub, but that's just how it is, isn't it?
No, we inherited.
We did inherited pub glasses. I've got the same glass as you. I've got a Foster's one as well.
Oh, do you know why?
Because you put them both in the same glass?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought so. Moxie says, finally started collecting the Bushido minis. Decided on the Prefecture of Ryu. Is that right?
Yep, yeah.
Good. I mean, Moxie's written it right, so it's my appalling reading. And all compatible Roni minis. Brought one Ryu and one Roni from you the other day, hoping to pop in and get the starter set in a couple of weeks. You're playing Bushido, aren't you? On Thursday you're doing a demo game on.
I am. I'm going to teach somebody how to play.
Yeah, I can't remember who it is, but on Thursday night you're doing the demo game for somebody. So hopefully there might be a bit more interest in the community and get a few more people, Moxie, because I know that you find it difficult to come on a night time, but if we can get a few more people interested, then there might be daytime gaming, you see.
Definitely.
We do have to actually decide what the winter hours are going to be this year and when they're going to start at some point, because we during winter we don't open 7 days a week because there's nobody about. The website is obviously always open and there is normally somebody at the shop, but the shop itself is closes, but we need to decide. It's normally a Monday we shut, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that it will be Monday.
But we will obviously let you all know once the boy over there has decided what he's actually doing. So what colour are you using, my dear?
So I'm currently using Tusk Ivory, which is one of the old HD colours, and I believe has been translated into the Bones colour range. But I would have to look at the website to verify this. But seeing as I use it all the time, we really should check and find out. Would you be able to check when you?
I don't know how do I check?
So if you go on our website.
If we go on our website
and type in Tusk Ivory.
And then see if it comes up.
And see what comes up.
Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. There's a Green Stuff World one. It's not there.
Oh dear.
I mean, that might just be because I've spelt it wrong. I mean, you know, there is always that risk. I can see that those cool, ginormous painting handles are they coming soon? Those ones?
Saturday. They come out on Saturday.
After you talked about them, huge, massive painting handles so that every type of base is covered for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you search on Reaper, it's not going to come up. Is it Tusk Ivory?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's rubbish, isn't it?
They must have. It must be one of the ones that they've decided was.
There's creamy ivory and yellowed bone.
Ah, maybe they've changed the code.
9144 creamy ivory.
Oh no, it'll be a 9.4 code if it's one of the HD ones.
Sorry.
That's alright.
Tony says, was brought up on a farm tilling the fields, is that right? Is that you say that? Before being press-ganged into the army, where he slew many dragons before going AWOL to roam the wilds on the run and eating up anyone who might be able to identify him as a deserter. So that's Tony's backstory, obviously, for the snake.
Yeah.
Not himself. That's not what he's been doing for the past few years.
For the Serpent Army.
For the Serpent Army, yeah. That's the kind of backstory that I normally wade through for a level 1 grass snake or hobbit rogue. So there you go, Limonacqua. That's 3 whole backstories you've got there. Did you like any of them? Were any of them okay? While you just continue to paint a paint that didn't exist anymore.
Yeah, sorry.
And I haven't painted a single thing on this mini yet, but I have done my painting for today. I did the pumpkin night guy, Halloween night person. I don't know what I've done with him, but I did him. So I am covered. Currently I'm just yagging and not doing anything. She's still completely grey. Hi Wicked D.
Hi.
Would you like to think of a backstory, Wicked D, for this giant cobra? I mean, we've got 3 already, so you don't have to, but Veemanappa was requesting backstory for the Viper. So if you think of anything cool, then, you know, let us know. Yes, our room is the wrong way around. Only you would know that. Only you would know that, Wicked D, because only you have ever been to the house. But yes, our room is the wrong way around. So what Wicked D means by that comment is we left the backdrop at the shop by accident, Wicked D, after the fun day. We had to use the stands, you know, the black stands that we have to hold that bit of material up so that it hides all my washing and my house. And we've left it at the shop because I forgot to remind Nathan and Nathan forgot. So you can see that side. But then the massive light that he uses to paint, I couldn't get rid of it. So it's here, look, there we go, that massive, great big shiny light there. So I have flipped the camera around so it's actually flipped, but nobody else would know that if you haven't done it. And then shoved the light off the screen so you can't see it. Does that make sense? So we haven't, you're not living in some kind of parallel universe. We haven't turned the house upside down. I've just flipped the camera around. Tony says, oh, hey up. Millie is cleaning her paws. That's even more noisy than the snoring. Well, Gizmo is still fast asleep.
Yep.
Which is slightly worrying because I do actually want him to sleep tonight while I am asleep.
Yeah.
But
definitely would like.
It's very much like having
sleep.
a baby, getting up in the middle of the night, etc., and letting him have a rest and continually taking him out for a wee, and then him refusing to have a wee and just coming back in the house and weeing anyway.
yeah. Trots around outside. I don't want to wee. Just let me back in. It's cold out here. Oh, wee on the floor.
Yeah, because you can't let him go running around in the garden yet because he's not had his vaccinations, and we do get cats and things in the garden, so he's just got this one little spot that we take him to on his lead, and then he sulks because it's cold outside.
Pressure washed a chunk of patio special.
Yeah, pressure washed the patio. But we need to do it again now. So you can explain now, can't you? What you're painting, and why you're painting it that colour, and what that colour is.
Yeah.
And why you're making it look like a Beetlejuice snake.
It's, well, I've possibly gone a bit OTT with the striping here, but I have a theory about how to make it look better. So I think what I really need to do is show my reference picture.
Oh, okay. What, do you want me to tell me what you typed into Google and I'll find?
So if you look for King Cobra, I think I actually searched for, and it was the Wikipedia. Wait, if you go on images, yeah, it's that one.
Yeah, it's that one. It's that one. Let me get that one. Okay. So, here we go.
And then everybody will look at it and go, yours looks nothing like that.
Well, it might do, but that's what you're looking at, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a lot of white on there
Yeah, well,
compared to actually the stripes on the snake.
I know. Well, I've got an idea. You see, so
Well, go on then.
you see how the stripes on its body are like they've got a little bit of the bony colour on the outside of the thing, and then but they're mostly black, like the bony colours in the recesses. So what I was thinking was that if I give it a bit of a dry brush of black over the top, that it'll get that kind of effect in these stripes that I've painted on, you see, and then the brighter colour is on its kind of tummy area. So.
Oh, I see. So that's like your base layer.
Yes.
That's your base layer, and then you're gonna build it up.
That's it.
Fair enough. That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a
So I'm just going to paint that little diamond bit that I mentioned on the back of its head here.
Okay.
And then And then I'm going to make it really exciting for everybody watching. Because I'm going to go around and paint it all again to get like an even coat over the top. So I've got my paint really thin.
And I've still not painted a single thing. I'm still just... I don't know what colour to paint it, that's my problem.
Why don't you start off with his skin and his eyes and stuff, and then you can think about his...
Is it? I thought it was a girl. I thought it was a girl. I'm sure it's got...
Oh, I'm still thinking about the dwarf.
Oh no, that's a boy, yeah. No, this... I wanted to do the Plague Doctor first because it's a commitment for a trio, and I like to get those done, just in case anything happens. I don't want to let people know.
Right. So
And I watched the dwarf and everything, and then I remembered when I came back in, and then I had to go back out again to sort little Miss out, who was refusing to sleep because there's a puppy in the house, despite the fact that the puppy's asleep, but she seems to think that we're just playing with him constantly and she's missing out, which isn't happening because he's asleep
all the time.
and I've told her, and I'll even show her that it's in his cardboard box, classic MLG cardboard box.
Was
What did it have in this box? What's it have in it?
that had Games Workshop stock in it?
Games Workshop.
Delivery.
Box. Only the best, you see. Only the best.
Yeah, GW delivery box.
It did knock all the paints over there.
Did he?
Yeah, he was interested in the paints. I had some paints on my desk and he just swiped them. A bit like a cat. Just like got his paw and just swiped them all off.
What was he doing on the desk?
On my knee. I'm not on the desk. I was like, oh, alright, you didn't want that then. Yeah, I'll have to start letting him pick what mini I'm going to paint. Like a prediction.
Yeah.
What mini should we paint next? Let's see what Gizmo picks.
What was that thing with the octopus there?
Well, that'll be for football, won't it? It would have been for football because that's what they always do predictions for if England are going to win. Well, we all know the answer to that one, don't we?
Maybe we got to the quarterfinals or something this time, didn't we?
I don't know. Didn't watch. I'm sure someone's screaming at us now. Oh, we got to the finals or blah blah blah. Oh, no idea.
I can't remember. Slept since then.
Yes. Tony says the tuned mini is next. Yes. Currently you can't reach them, but it won't be long. It won't be long.
Yeah. Remember that well. Our greyhound once got to my
Yes.
Forge World Orc Mega Dread.
Yeah, if you're gonna chew a mini, get a Forge World one because they're the cheapest, obviously.
And I've never got round to repairing it. I suppose I should get it out because it's an awesome mini. I'm kind of resolved, although I've just cracked this out of a blister to paint it this evening. I've kind of resolved in my brain that I'm going to clear some of the stuff off my painting table before I start any new projects. So I've got, I know, craziness, because I'm constantly starting new stuff. I'm a nightmare. And I've got all sorts of things lined up on the table here in front of me. So I've got some Black Templars. I've got some Black Templars that are part stuck together. I've got some Black Templars that are base painted. While I was deciding what I was going to paint this evening, I've got a Whispering Tyrant. I'd started painting him before, but I was never really happy with it. Done these skirty bits green, and I don't think that colour really worked, so I've undercoated him black again. So I had a bit spare, and he'll get a go at some point. I've also got the Medusa that I showed off. I've got my archery target to finish. I've got my ghost to do for the quarter. Oh, there's loads of stuff before I start on anything else, and I've got an array of doors. Yes, actually, Wicked D, yes I do.
Do you want to do this thing?
Yeah. What would you like to do? Do you want to do a Giant Cobra from the most recent sub-box? It's a good suggestion, Mrs. MLG. Well, the Whispering Tyrant has previously been in a sub-box, so I was thinking like maybe I could paint him. See, that's on a stream at some point. Although he's not been in the most recent. No, that's what I was thinking. Right, so I'm not going to bother going over all those other sections because, as you saw on that picture, the scales lower down his body are more of a background colour. So we're going to go over those separately. Just go over that diamondy bit slightly, and up under his chin. Give that chance to dry. We're gonna put a little bit of a wash on there if I can find what I want.
What you really want.
What I really want is contrast paint skeleton horde. Do you know where it is?
Well, you have all the contrast paint.
No, skeleton horde's not in my section.
I don't have any Games Workshop-y style pots, apart from, of course, Tesseract Glow and Nurgle Rock, which just lives over here, because everything I do requires those kind of things. And little Miss used Tesseract for her rock troll monstery thing that she painted. Whatever they were.
I might have to just get a look in the drawer. Bear with me.
Oh yeah. Now you can see where the drawers are. So that's how far away the drawers are. You know when I say, oh, don't use that because it's all the way over there. Literally, just there. Oh, and somebody has woken up now because his daddy is still out. It's alright, sweetie. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You want to say hello to everybody?
Yeah.
You want to say hello to everybody? Yeah, you want to say hello? Stuck to my car. It's fun.
Okay. Here we go. This is Gizmo, everybody. There he is. Yeah. Mwah. Say hello.
You never talk now.
No, he's so soft. Yeah. And that's it. Ah, look at that tiny little mouth. He's such a cutie.
So what were you going to tell us?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember now.
You can't remember now. Wicked D says, was the Marsh Troll from this month's box? Question mark.
Oh no, Marsh Troll was last month's, but
But you could do it.
but we could do the we can do the Marsh Troll if you like. I'd be quite happy with that. I can find a use for a troll.
Oh, can you now?
Yeah. I like his little bow. Everyone says that they like the bow on his collar. It's cute, isn't it?
The collar is the reason we picked the collar, apart from it being extremely cute, is it's got reflective strips on it, and now it's getting darker.
And reflective dots on his
Yeah,
bow.
and reflection, so that lights and car lights and stuff can.
He's tucked his head under my armpit. I can't move.
Pete says, "Hydrate, everybody."
There we go. Hydrate.
Do you want me to take him off here?
Yeah, let's say bye, everyone. Bye. Awesome. So, Skeleton Horde contrast paint. So, I've chucked a couple of mixing balls in all of my contrast paints. Just to make sure we get good agitation, shall we say.
And what mixing balls do you use?
So we used Army Painter stainless steel ones because that was all that was available to start off with. But now other companies have started coming out with them as well. So I also have a packet of mixing balls from Warlord Games, which are also very affordable and in stock at mightylancergames.co.uk. Check them out; they are very nice.
And what do you do?
So they're small metal balls and they go in. So some Reaper paints have them in already, like a little glass bead or something that goes in the bottom. And as you shake your paint around, because the mixing ball is heavier than the paint, it flies around inside and helps agitate any paint particles. There's something on the bottom of my screen that says Viman Aqua. I don't know what that is.
Oh, take it on.
Oh, okay. And Tony says, "Danger, danger! Pathfinder party mortality threat. Marsh troll incoming." Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Tony. That's highly improbable. Although you killed a troll the other week, anyway. Yeah, it was just trying to have a sleep, and you guys went in and butchered him.
That's not true. We tried to sneak past him. It's just that we smelt too bad, and he knew we were there.
Yeah, trolls have a massive bonus to perception, scent.
Eat my cardigan. Yeah, he could. I think that's true, Wicked D. He could be a friendly marsh troll that's come to help the adventuring party.
Well, like the giant that came and bartered with you.
Yeah, exactly. He could help us find this scroll that we're looking for that doesn't exist.
Of course it exists.
We don't think it exists.
Of course it does.
Anyway, we have a giant ferocious dog in our party now.
So he's just going to wander across the dungeon and eat all the monsters.
Yeah, that's definitely what's happening. Yeah, that's right. Wicked D says the scroll that's hung up near the cave entrance next to the car keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to show you his collection of cuddly toys. See, nice friendly marsh troll. Yeah. I bet then if you get Wicked D to bring hers as well, we could fight 2 marsh trolls.
Yeah. Sounds like
They
a
could
plan.
be Mr. and Mrs. Marsh Troll and invite us around for dinner that's just actually dinner, not us.
I don't know. You're always seeing like hidden meanings and stuff.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
And like, you know, I make a nice simple suggestion like I could use a troll, see a use for one of them, and then you automatically think I'm going to use it to murderize you.
Well, okay then. What were you thinking?
I was thinking about using it in Pathfinder to...
Oh yeah, Moxie is awake. Moxie missed Gizmo.
Ah!
We'll have to have another quick look in a minute. It's currently eating my cardigan. You could have used it in what? Sorry, I missed that. I was reading.
It's alright. I just said that I was actually thinking
Oh,
about
you
using
were.
it.
Well, yeah. I think we know that is what is gonna happen. We know what you like, you big mean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's the matter? So what are you doing now? Why are you painting it brown?
Yeah, so... Well, I just thought I would give it a little bit of shading. So I've added some contrast medium, quite a bit of contrast medium, to some Skeleton Horde.
What's contrast medium?
So contrast medium is like a additive that whether I've been using it rightly or wrongly, but I add it to the contrast paints to thin them down without losing the pigmentation. And so I've just added a bit of that into this and thinned it out a bit, because the skeleton horde can go on quite thick actually if you use it neat out of the pot.
Come on, let's go see.
Okay. So I'm just gonna put this along.
Oh, everybody might be able to see my bottom as I walk past it. That'd be rubbish.
Awesome. So yeah, skeleton horde. Just mixing a bit, or putting a bit of that over those like bony coloured areas that we did, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the black, and then we'll find a suitably bluey grey kind of colour to do fine highlight with on the blacker scales, and then some glossy black for his eyeballs. Glossy black eyeballs. Excellent. So there we go. It's looking kind of like I wanted him to actually. Excellent. He'll be back in a minute, Moxie. He's just gone outside to use the facilities. Right then, so while we're waiting for that kind of wash that we've just applied all over there to the old snake, while we're waiting for him, let's bring something else in. What else have I got here? Let's have a crack at the Whispering Tyrant. I think so. His undercoating's all dried. I know Tony and Sharon have had a bit of a battle with this figure. I think you've both painted it and then repainted it, haven't you? If I remember correctly. So I made the mistake of I painted this skirt section here green, and then I really hated it. So what I am going to do this time is I'm going to paint it in dragon red. And seeing as this guy was previously in the subbox, I don't really feel like I'm cheating by painting a different mini. Oh. Okay, coming back for another viewing. I'll just get all this paint off. I've just managed to smear all of myself. There he is. Huge dog. Oh, yeah. Got him, I've got him. Sorry. Got him, look, he's there. There you go, Moxie. One super cute little puppy. Mwah. Look how sweet he is. I know.
You can tell people what you were talking about 5 seconds ago. Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna paint the skirt on the Whispering Tyrant. I'm gonna paint some of the fabric stuff in red. Yeah, kisses. Yeah, I think red and purple. I think it needs to be royal kind of colours. And I'm also gonna try and sort the bone out. So this is the bones version of the mini. I've got the bones version and the metal version as work in progresses, because my plan was to paint them both side by side and see if we could tell the difference, which one was which in terms of quality of sculpt. What have you? Moxie says, "Wow, adorable! I want one." Well, I think a couple of his brothers are still available. No, sorry, no, they're not. Ah! Don't bite me! Don't bite me! Go on.
Oh, you don't want to go?
No, not if he's going to bite me.
Your dad holds you in such a strange way.
Yeah, he's licked me.
What? I know.
Lick me. How did I manage to get paint on myself? I have no idea. Yeah. So yeah, Sharon says that the Tyrant won.
What's the Tyrant?
This
Oh,
one.
that thing.
Yeah, this guy. So
I think he looks like he's going.
High five!
Yeah, I think he looks like he's going hello and like waving. He doesn't look. He ain't got a scary face. It's like he's like just waving hello to his mates or something.
Yeah.
But that's that's just me. I think he's a friendly type. I think he's like turned up at a party and he's just seen somebody he knows. That's what I think.
It's a mini that I've wanted to paint for ages, and it
And why have you wanted?
beat me as well.
And why have you wanted to paint it for ages? What's the thing?
Because I just think it looks cool.
So why is it so hard to paint? Why is it?
It's
defeated
because
you all?
yeah, because for me it was I chose the wrong colour scheme, I think, and then I wasn't really happy with it and didn't want to finish it.
Alright, so you sulked.
Yeah, like a child.
Oh, that's fine.
But also the on this bones one, certainly on the metal one it is a bit better. On this bones one, the definition of detail around his hands is not the greatest, if I'm honest. Should be for the amount of detail that's in the mini. It should be awesome.
Pete says, so I ain't got anything new on Kofi. No, I haven't put anything new on Kofi. There's some stuff on our actual website, because we investigated a bit more, and Kofi take more fee than things sold on the website, because obviously everything takes a fee off you no matter where you sell it. So it was better for me to put it on our website, since I don't charge very much for him anyway, because it's only me painting it. But I haven't done a zombie shark, no. Ow! Watch your mouth. Zombie shark. Have we actually got any? Because we couldn't get any, could we? Like,
No.
actual minis of the zombie shark.
No, I still think they're unavailable.
I wonder why.
Don't know. There's quite a few things that have been out of production for a while. I know. Not just all the big figures. There's been a lot of smaller figures like that Hive Warden, the tentacle monster thing with the big brain. That's been unavailable for ages.
Oh yeah, I got one then.
And some of the other bones, black minis. Just kind of waiting for the troglodytes. They've been missing for a long time. Just kind of waiting for a whole bunch of stuff to come back into stock, really.
It's alright, Pete.
Hopefully we won't have to wait too long.
It's the same with everything.
But I know that there's a lot of companies, because a lot of these things are all produced in China and Malaysia and various other eastern countries, far eastern countries, that the shipping is massive hindrance to their fulfillment. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you and the fact that you always pause so much and then finish the sentence. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I thought you'd finished and I thought, that doesn't make sense, but then you hadn't quite finished. You were just putting a brush stroke on.
Yeah, it's because I can't concentrate on two things at once.
That's all.
I kind of wish that this. I don't know if anyone that's painted this mini before thinks the same. I wish this cloak was a separate part, so you could paint it separately.
So you've got to do a stretch, my darling. And Moxie would like to know what the red is again, please, because it's cool. And is it actually available, this one? Is it
Yeah, this one is actually available.
You'll have to tip it up slightly so we can actually see. Because currently we just see thumb.
Okay. So
it's a nice red, isn't it? And that's over what undercard?
So this is Black Primer, Rush on Black Primer, and this is Dragon Red. So this is 9401 Dragon Red, and it dries really dark like that, and it makes a wonderful base coat to a really nice vibrant red. So let me find something that I have painted with this. In fact, I use it all the time, so it should be quite easy. Yes. So the skin on this Oni is dragon red. Ready and waiting for highlighting up. That's just a base coat of dragon red over black. So when it's going on, it looks quite vivid, and then as it dries, it goes into this beautiful dark red. I did the metals first, as they're the messiest part of the paint job. I decided I was going to start at the bottom and work my way up.
So come on then, tell us all about Halloween Fun Day and all about Fiasco.
Oh.
That was how your weekend was filled up.
Yeah.
Two things, one after the other.
Halloween Fun Day, had a great time. Ran some people through some zombie games.
That zombie game, I don't know what it was, but that zombie game looked really cool, and everybody that played it said that they were surprised about how easy it was to just pick up, and it looked really cool. What was it?
So, well, I decided that it would be probably far too hard for our target audience to quickly learn the rules of The Walking Dead, so I adapted it to make it very easy. So we made it super simple in terms of that was the dice roll that you needed. So you roll these two dice, and if you get an exclamation mark, then you kill a zombie, and if the zombie doesn't make its save on the other dice, then you don't kill it, or whatever. We just tried to make it as easy as possible.
Well, I hope you explained it slightly better than that.
I did, yeah.
People playing it.
Yeah, so we had two red dice. So when you're making an attack, you roll the red dice.
And did you use the Walking Dead box set? Did it come with these dice and stuff?
Yeah. So we used the dice out of those, and we used some spin down life counters from Magic the Gathering as our heroes' life totals. So we had a whole bunch of heroes that people could choose from, but they were all the same. It was just which model you wanted to use, just to make things easy. In case we had any younger players, and we did. So just to make life easy, it's just more of a case of which mini you like the look of, rather than them all having different abilities and everybody thinking like, but I didn't get to have the fully automatic weapon, or I didn't get to stab things from 6 feet away with a pitchfork, or whatever. Oh well, we could certainly have a game of it some other time, Moxie. I've left it at the shop for now, so we can rock it out sometime. Right. So
I thought that little boy that was playing with his mum and a few other people, and then his mum got killed by the zombies, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he went, "Oh no, my mum's dead. What's gonna happen now?" And then he went, I can just do whatever I want. Yeah.
At one point, she did say, Like, oh, I'll go over here and see if I can draw them off and sacrifice myself so you can survive or something. I thought, like, well, that's probably what would happen in real life, isn't it? Most people would probably sacrifice themselves for their kids. Is that maybe a bit dark?
Yeah.
No. How was me wash doing? Still not entirely dry, right? So we'll do a little bit of something else on the Tyrant guy, whatever his name is. What's his name? Whispering Tyrant. That's it. Right, we'll go back for a little bit of Tusk Ivory so we can get the skeletony, bony kind of colours. Oh, it's nearly 9 o'clock. We'll do some skeletony, bony colours before we go and put the puppy to bed. Oh yeah. So Fiasco, wargaming show in Leeds. So myself and a couple of the staff went over, or one of the staff and a friend of the shop went over to Leeds yesterday. Got all set up at the show and chatted to some folks that we've not seen for a very long time. It was really cool. Got to sell a bit of stuff and hand out a load of flyers, and it was just really good.
Was it weird having your mask on for that long? Because that's like
it was
a very, very long day, wasn't it? Because it's not just the show time. You've got to set up and pack up and everything. Was it all right?
It was, yeah. It was okay.
Yours is quite comfortable mask though, really.
Yeah, I like the type of one that you wear as a scarf kind of thing. What's the right, like a muff, yeah. Buff, that's it, a buff.
Not like mine that I made for Halloween Fun Day to be a werewolf, and didn't really think that I'd made it out of felt and that might be a bit itchy. Like, by the end of the day I had a red nose. No, it's just kind of like rubbing on my nose, and it was felt, so that didn't. It was just stupid of me, really.
Yeah, when I was looking for a mask to take with me yesterday, I did think about taking your Cheshire Cat one, and then I thought, like, oh, it's probably not ideal for our target audience. They might all think I'm a bit weird.
No, because I wore my Cheshire Cat one to the Comic Con because that made sense, but you were going to a wargaming show. You don't really need a big cheesy purple and black striped
no
big cheesy grin on you.
No, but it was cool, and we saw some locals as well. Some of our normal regular customers had driven over to the show to come and check some stuff out, and guess what? I didn't buy a single thing.
I thought you did. I thought you went back with Thingy and got something from there.
Well, that was like stuff for a customer though. That don't count.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't buy a single thing for myself.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you know why you didn't buy a single thing for yourself?
Oh.
Because you don't need anything. You've got loads. So Tony says, if in Pathfinder we like happen to meet upon a whispering tyrant, then we're in big trouble. So come on, Tony, what should we do? What, like, our party's problem is, having never played any role-playing games before, we don't know what creatures do what, so we don't know, weaknesses, and don't bother using frost on that thing because it's a completely waste of time, or you really need to zap that thing with some lightning and then it'll just die instantly. We don't know any of these things.
That's good.
Pete says, except that massive stash that you hid at the shop.
No, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
He knows, after all the time that we have been together, Pete, that it's completely pointless in hiding things from me because I always find them in the end, and then he just gets into trouble for being a big lie bum. So, He knows that there's no point. No point at all.
Yeah, they just want anything I wanted. I did go and have a look round, but the problem is, I when we go to these things, I only go and look at stuff that I can't normally access through any of our distributors or stockists. So that's going to need another coat, isn't it? That's going to need another coat. Right, so let me just show you before we call it a night. Sorry, Giz.
Are you remembering this wicked day? Tony says, "Run away. He's virtually a god and isn't meant to be killed. The best you can hope for is to foil one of his plots being enacted out by his henchmen." Oh, we've got no hope then. We're terrible at foiling plots. We just blindly run in.
So this is a quick preview, my pick of the latest wave of WizKids minis. So this is one of the Magic the Gathering unpainted minis, and I've got this not for this guy at the top, but for this lady down at the bottom, who is Dina. She is a character from Magic the Gathering, and the reason that I've got this lady is because I have a Magic deck which is Dina Soul Steeper, and she is the commander of my Magic deck. So I've got the mini. I'm going to paint that.
Hi, Wicked D. You.
And she looks like this.
Hi, Wicked Geek. You've missed him. He's been on twice and now he's asleep.
Yeah. Oh,
missed him.
Too much light reflection. So it looks like that. Oh, they look pretty good. She's got some mould lines on the sides of her legs, which are going to take a little bit of cleaning off.
Sorry, Wicked D. You're both purple on my screen. That's the problem. You've both got a W. That's as much as it takes to confuse me.
What else have we got? We've also got a... I've got a...
Sharon's got a question. How are the details on this new wave? Well, apart from that mould line.
Yeah, apart from that mould line, they're great. And then this is the Bone Claw, which what I'll do is I'll take these out of the packages, actually. The three that I've got here that I'm really impressed by.
Thanks, Tony.
See you later, Tony.
Thank you.
Very frustrating WizKids at the moment because some of the Wave 14 minis still haven't turned up. And our suppliers still don't know when they're supposed to be arriving. Which is very annoying. Right then, so this is the Bone Claw. Look at that guy. He's super cool. Massive toe. It's too bright, isn't it?
Let me see if I can sort you out. There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Right, chum to yourself and he's going backwards.
Yeah. Oh. Hydrate. So he looks awesome. A little bit of mould lining on him as well. I kind of wish that they wouldn't come pre-primed, really, because by the time you've taken care of any mould lines or whatever, you've got to repaint the thing anyway. But he looks mint. I'm going to enjoy painting him at some point, and obviously he comes with a base as well. So that's the Bone Claw. He's one of the $8.99 blisters, and then I've got. Oh, I owe somebody a stretch from earlier on, don't I? Never did me stretch.
Stretch and a yawn. Wow.
Still catching up on sleep from the weekend.
Yeah, that was Chunks of stretch from 14 minutes ago.
I do
Reaper's
apologise.
Raging, yeah. You were talking about WizKids and Reaper's
I know. Should we not talk about it? Let's not talk about them. We'll finish talking about that later. Cool. So, Whispering Tyrant, because a bit of wash on the Giant Cobra is still drying. So, while that's still drying over here, we'll do a little bit of different colour on this guy.
So, come on, you have to tell us what you've been doing now.
Put me on the spot. Why don't we? So I started off painting this. Hello Raiders. Hi everybody for joining us. Thank you for joining us. So I've started off painting a Giant Cobra, and started off with black primer, put some tusk ivory on, which we've double coated, and then we're going to go over the top of all that, but then I just shaded it with a bit of Citadel Skeleton Horde contrast paint, which we've thinned down slightly. So we're just waiting for that to dry, and while we're waiting for that to dry, just doing a little bit of work on a Whispering Tyrant from the Pathfinder Bones selection. So what I'm going to do is I've done these like skirts in red there at the bottom, and we're going to start off with a bit of dark blue for his top bit, and then I'm going to do the metals. So let's find a dark blue that we can use, and then we can work from there. I think we're going to go with some black indigo.
So we've normally finished 6 minutes ago, but now you're going to have to carry on painting. Now that we've got new people, new people joined us.
Yeah, carry on for a bit longer.
Yeah, just for a little bit.
So, yeah.
How is everybody in Reaperland? How are you all doing? Is it? I don't know what time of day it is over there. To be fair, it's 6 minutes past 9 in the evening here in the old UK. I never know what time it is there. When we're doing the RCL and I'm trying to figure out how long I've got left to submit something, I never know what time it is.
Hi, Rumbubble.
I saw your little red floaty man. When you put emotes in the chat, they float up on the side of the screen. Don't they?
Yeah. Float around. So I'm just gonna. So this is black indigo. Just one of my favourite dark. Can't speak. One of my favourite dark tones. So I'm just going to use that around his torso here as a base. So undercoated him with black brush on primer, and I'm just going to get a few of these details blocked in.
Yeah, that's right. We can geek. Reaper's in Texas, so it's about 4 o'clock, is it? Oh, would still be at work. Well, apart from you, because you're on holiday, I think, aren't you?
Yeah.
Skiving. What exciting things you've been doing on your holiday? Anything exciting? Can't get him in.
Do you know what? It's been his birthday, I believe.
Has it?
Yeah, and I failed miserably by not wishing him happy birthday. Happy birthday!
Has it been your birthday, Weekend Geek? Has it? You'll have to let me know, and then we can all sing happy birthday to him. If Nathan's not got it completely wrong.
Well, I'm sure it's his birthday somewhere around Halloween.
Oh, you're still doing your Teletubby, are you? Yes. Not a traditional Teletubby in any way, shape or form, no, is it? That's right. Black on gold on the snake looks nice. Right, we're just gonna all sing happy birthday to the Weekend Geek. Are we all ready to sing happy birthday to the Weekend Geek? And then we'll come back and you can tell us what colours you used.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
There is a mighty Lancer birthday, a mighty Lancer birthday. Someone has a birthday in mighty Lancer land. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Whoop whoop whoop!
Yeah, happy birthday, Dan.
Whoop 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 whoop! Oh, we've had it ages. We've had it ages, we just don't have many birthdays. So go on, what colours did you use on your Giant Cobra?
On the Giant Cobra, so he's currently very simple. It was black primer over the thing, stone grey as a base on the rocks, and then we use Tusk Ivory, the HD paint, and a couple of coats of that, and then some Citadel Contrast Skeleton Horde thinned down a little bit as a wash over the top. And then we're going to, once that's fully dry, because it's still drying a little bit in the recesses, we're going to go over and we're going to paint a little bit of detail do a little bit of dry brushing and what have you, just to get a little bit of extra texture in there. So he's got a little bit of diamond pattern in there. I want him to be quite simple, but I think he looks quite cool. Just going to get a little bit more black indigo done on the Whispering Tyrant here.
And what was the red you used?
Dragon red for his skirt. Well, it's not a skirt, is it? It's his robe.
Don't annoy him. We don't want to be annoying him.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a skirt on. You know, he's like, no, these are my impressive clothes.
Yeah.
Not just a run-of-the-mill skirt.
He looks cool, doesn't he? He's such a awesome looking mini.
I still think he just looks like he's waving to somebody from across the room. That's how I'm thinking. Cooey! What did you do over here? Oh yeah. But that's just me, is it?
I did consider reposing it, actually.
Did you see the Puppet Master mini that Weekend got on Friday?
No.
But I don't know idea what you're talking about. So.
Yeah. No, he didn't show me.
You never show him anything. So was Fiasco good then? You were telling us about Fiasco, weren't you? Was it
Yeah,
good?
Fiasco was good. It was a good day out.
Was there lots of cool stuff?
It was it was alright. I'm expecting to see a lot more cool stuff, if I'm honest, when we get to Salute in 2 weeks' time, because a lot of companies are waiting to show off their new stuff there.
Wow.
And Salute is a big show in London at the Excel Centre.
Thanks, Sharon. Thank you for coming.
See you later. So we're going to be...
Weekends Geek sent it on Facebook for you.
Right, cool. I shall have a look. Yeah, Salute's a big event that they have at the big Excel Exhibition Centre down there in London. That there, London.
I've never been to London.
I mean, whatever.
No.
Ever.
No,
Wowzers.
never been. It's not somewhere I want to go.
There's a lot of people.
There's a
You
lot
don't
of
really,
people. I
you
don't
don't really
like
like people. Right. Let's get some black going on.
Oh well, that's a colour that we don't use very often, isn't it? Black.
Let's get some black going on this snake.
Oh, so what are you gonna do with that? And just straight black?
I'm just going to go straight black, and then we're going to go for something that's got a little bit of bluey grey in it, and then go over the top of the black with
How
that.
long are you?
Streaming for?
Yeah,
Well, I figure that we'll go till 9:20.
random time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
So
Random, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll go till 9:20, and then because we normally finish at 9. That's the aim, but we're going to run over slightly. Right, so I need me small dry brush. So where are you? Need the super soft one. Where is he? It's there. Ooh, nearly dropped it. So this is actually a makeup brush that I have repurposed, but is excellent for doing a bit of dry brush action with.
No, it wasn't as good at putting your eye shadow on anymore, was it? So.
No, that's true. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this section here and these sections there. Aren't those to be fairly bright, but the rest of the body I'm going to do over with this. A little bit more on there, I think. So I'm going to use this kind of pointed edge on the brush, and we're going to just brush it across those scales. Just want it to be on the top, and we're going to go up the body so it leaves the goldy colour in the recesses. Ooh, I'm gonna have to be careful. There's a little bit of a wet patch in there.
Yeah, you can't dry brush if it's wet.
No. And just in that recess there, I didn't realise there's still a little wet patch in there.
Oh, close the name. When we do stop streaming, I'm going to move this camera and show the puppy, so everyone can see him asleep.
Yeah.
For those that want to, obviously. So just before the end, I'll take the camera off your face.
Fair enough.
And put it on puppy's face. What's everybody else got on their hobby desk? What's everybody else working on currently? I am today for my paint something every single day for, I don't know what day are we on, 303, something like that. Day 303 of me painting something every day. I did the Halloween night from Reaper Minis.
It's a cool figure.
It is a very cool figure. I mean, it's not cool the way I've painted it, but the figure is very cool. If you look at hashtag MLG365, then you can see all of my minis. I only started painting in January, so don't judge me too harshly. But that's what I painted today for mine, and it is also obviously part of the RCL for Reaper Challenge League. I think it was my duo. So that's one down, and it's only the first, so that's pretty cool. I've got one down. I'm going to paint the Dwarf Baker from the Bones USA range for my theme. I think he is pretty cool and has lots and lots of character. And you have got the sausage maker, haven't you?
I have.
I liked the baker better, but Nathan has the sausage maker. Can't believe you kept up with that. It is crazy. You are absolutely correct. Do I feel like I've improved in skill? No, not really.
You have massively.
No one's teaching me. I keep asking him, but he won't give me any tips. His big meanie bum. And he's always at work and he's not here. But I did paint my Halloween night today with a puppy on my knee, so you know, I've got that excuse. I'm having that.
No,
excuse.
that's an improvement in skill, isn't it?
Well, he's only tiny at the moment.
Yeah.
Hi, see Jonna. Spooky George nearly done. Well, we've renamed Gus, the Bone Sylvanian. So Jono's painting him as Spooky George. What colours are you painting Spooky? Because he's Ghost, isn't he? Ghost with chains. Are we going classic white, or have we gone for something else? Is he glowing, or how have you done him? I know that you'll put a picture in Discord, but I'm just wondering. Elf Necromancer is next. Awesome. How's your mini going over there?
Alright, good. I'm just going to...
You missed him, Weekend Geek. Weekend Geek says if you bring the puppy to the shop, he was there on Saturday.
Yeah, you've been and gone.
Yeah, you'd been and you'd gone before he came. It was before he even came home, he went to the shop and ran around the gaming floor. Did a wee on the gaming floor, obviously. Yeah, so you missed him. He was there. He was there, running around in his loony way, because his feet are too big for the rest of his body, so he just does a weird little run. I mean, he is only 8 weeks, so we'll let him off. But yeah, you came down for a bit, didn't you? But then you left. You see, all the good things happen at the shop. You should know that by now. C. Jono says white with blue wash to make him glow. Yeah, that's what I'd have done. I think that sounds awesome. C. Jono, was it fun? Have you had fun painting Gus, aka Spooky George?
I think you've painted one before.
Yeah, I really badly there. It was really rubbish.
Right.
Yep.
Ugh,
Check it off that.
Nearly dropped
So
it.
come on then, because we're going to finish, aren't we? So would you want to tell us what you've done? Let me have let's have a look. See, it's looking. Whoop. I was like, that's like it attacked the screen then.
I don't know. If I hold it closer, people will be able to see like how rubbish it looks.
Oh,
No. So this is see you later, Moxie. Thanks for coming. So this is work in progress. Obviously, there's still a fair bit to do, but this is our thing. In fact, if I show him This is the photo that I was working kind of from. That's my like reference. Oh, there's a picture of me floating around in the background. So that's my my reference image, and trying to like go somewhere in that kind of vein. So black, and we're going to make it glossy with like little hints of bluey grey as a highlight, and then the kind of bony colour in the chest. So bony colour in the recesses of the scales with like blackness over the top to dull those down a bit. I've probably done them a bit too defined stripes at the moment. Need to do a little bit of work on that, and but I think it's looking pretty cool. Quite happy with it so far. Going to give him nice glossy black shiny eyes. Maybe I might varnish it in satin and then varnish his eyes in gloss to make them quite vivid. But rather than try and paint them in any other bright colours or anything, I'm just going to leave them black and menacing. So that's what we're doing with that. And then this guy, the Whispering Tyrant, giving you a bit of a wave. Woo! So he is very basic at the moment. We've literally just started him while we're waiting for the wash to dry. So dragon red on the skirts, dark blue or whatever it is, black indigo on some of these upper clothing areas, and some tusk ivory on the bone areas, which is going to get washed over the top to make sure that we can see all the detail in there. And that's what's happening with that. And then we'll get on with some metals and give him a nice purple cloak and some other stuff to make him pop. So we'll carry on painting these two guys next Monday and tomorrow on the stream. So tomorrow we'll stream at 7 PM, and tomorrow night we're going to be painting some other cool stuffs. There's a puppy! There's a puppy there! Everybody look at the puppy in the tiny picture at the bottom. Yep, that's Sleepy Puppy in his cardboard box. Yeah, I was just trying to read what Weekend Geek had put up, but I can't understand. Yeah, so tomorrow night I'm going to be painting something a bit different. And tomorrow night I'm going to turn my attention to this. So it is another Pathfinder mini. She's a Grey Maiden from the Pathfinder Metals range. So I'm going to start on her tomorrow night. She's another mini that I've wanted to paint a long time. I've had this in a blister for, don't know, maybe 15 years. Don't know if it's that long, but had her for a long time, and I'm going to try and paint her faithfully to the rear cover of the Pathfinder rulebook, because love Pathfinder. So tune in tomorrow night at 7 PM UK time, where we'll be painting this lady, and Mrs. MLG will be painting alongside me, and you'll be carrying on with your mini as well. Awesome. Wiki D says need to buy an extra cam now and have puppy cam. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you to all the raiders that have joined us with Reaper. Thank you everybody for all your time this evening. Thank you, and we will see you tomorrow, hopefully.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.